Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ignorant Intellectual on Media. Today, I thought we'd do something different. I sold a bunch of stuff over the weekend, which gave me a bit of pile of money, and then I was on Amazon and I found a set that I thought was awesome. So I ended up splurging like $190 Canadian on this set. Now I'm broke, but I think it was worth it. So I thought maybe we'd do an unboxing together. And that set is Frank Capra at Columbia. It's a 20 movie collection celebrating the 100 years of Columbia Studios. Frank Capra is one of the main reasons why they became successful, Columbia Pictures. Anyways, this is like a 27 disc set of 20 of his movies, all the way back to like 1928 and onwards. It pretty much has almost every film that Capra made for Columbia, except for the ones that kind of either got lost or damaged, or the soundtrack is gone for it or whatever. So basically, all except I think three of them they missed. Three, if they, for my understanding, there's three that they missed, and there's a fourth one that they could have also done maybe with. There's no sound to it. Not there was sound when they made the film, but the soundtrack has been lost and there's no audio for it, so maybe they could have done subtitles or something and added it in as an extra or something. But basically what you have here is 20 of Capra's films on Blu-ray. 9 out of those 20 also have a 4K disc for them, and then you also have a Frank Capra documentary. But on each one of the movies, they're all individually. I'll show them to you once I open it up. They're all individually put into individually Blu-ray cases. I don't know if all of them are, or maybe they've combined a few of them. I'm not sure. But each one usually has some sort of extra on it. So there's a whole bunch of extras that go through the whole filmography, from my understanding. All right. So let's get to it, and then we'll do the details of what may be missing, whatever. So it looks like it's set up like a. As you notice, it's not specifically rectangular. It's supposed to be set up like this, and then these two doors open up, and then you see the video. So let's open it. Let's open it and see what's what. All right. So do it without damaging it. I'll just get this plastic off. All right. So the plastic has been removed. Now it looks like it has a. Would you still call it a J card, even though this set is monstrous? But it still has a J card to it, right? And it's glued onto the front of it. So let's see what we can do about that. Oh, it looks like the mail. Looks like I probably got a Blu-ray case that's been damaged, maybe, because this looks like a piece of plastic from a Blu-ray case. We'll see if any of the cases are damaged. So you have the J card that goes on it. All right. So I'm assuming you take that off because it won't stay. And there's a pretty good picture of the set. All right. It's the J card. So we'll put that aside for now. And this is what it looks like. So it's leaning backwards. All right. It's not straight up like that. It's kind of leaning backwards. On the back, it looks like it has all the movies. On the front, it has Frank Capra pointing at a camera. Side is just same thing. All right, so I'm assuming that these doors open. So let's open them and see. There we go. There's one door open. See, there's another piece of plastic from a Blu-ray case. So there's one door open. There's another door open. Another piece. Looks like a piece from a 4K disc as well, 4K. So are we looking at damaged products here? So this is what the inside. So here it is closed, and then you open it up. All right. There you go. You have all the films inside. All right. That's pretty nice, right? I don't know if you want to display it with these open and showing all the movies, or you want to display it closed. But probably have to repeat it openings. These doors are going to fall off, maybe. All right, so what I want to do is I want to get the movies out and see what they look like, see if there's any damage to them. All right, so we'll put it down. I'll open it up here. Yeah, there is. Looks like there's damage to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of the cases. See, right there. So I'm probably going to return this. It's too bad they don't package, because when they sent it to me in a box, and all they had was like thick paper. So the boxes was like this big, and this package is like this big. So there's a whole space here and a bit of space here and here. And basically they put a whole bunch of paper there, and then it probably bounced around all over the place. So looks like got damage on the side as well. So it's disappointing. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So they have 18 cases. They have 18 cases, all right? So 18 cases, but they have 20 of his movies, plus 7 of his movies on 4K, right? So it looks like, yeah, so you have Flight and Ladies of Leisure is on one disc, or on one. Let's see if it's on one disc or not. Yeah, it's on one disc. All right. So some of the movies, I'm assuming maybe the older movies, which aren't that don't have a runtime that's as long, they can fit them on one disc. So it's like that was one. American Madness and The Bitter Tea of General Yen is another one that has 2 films on it. This one, and it has one disc. So it's not too bad in that, it's not really damaged, but the discs broke, or the cases broke. Now I have Blu-ray cases that I can replace these cases with, right? Like I have empty Blu-ray cases that I can replace, but I don't have 4K cases. Oh, well, that's something I didn't notice either. All right, so if you want to display it like this, you can. All right. Sorry, I'm hitting my right, and then you can open it up like I showed you, and then if you want to display the movies like that rather than have it closed, these things slide into the side, so that's kind of cool. So it opens and then it slides into the side here. All right, so then you can put it like that. But who wants to display damaged discs, damaged Blu-ray cases, right? So it's kind of disappointing. I should have protected it better. All right, so the movies that are missing. So in Colombia, so I'm just getting over a little bit of the disappointment here. Now let's get back to the review. So the movies that are missing three of them that they could have included because they're full films. They have their audio and everything else, and I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. Uh, the Matinee Idol is one. The Power of the Press is another, and Broadway Bill is the third one. Now there's a fourth one that has the film itself, but no audio. It doesn't have the soundtrack to it, and that he also did for Columbia, and that one is called The Donovan Affair. So they could have included those. Now, if they would have included those four films, that would have been pretty much, I think, a complete run of all the films that he did for Columbia, even though, or probably, no, I don't think it's all of them, but all of them that at least have, that haven't been lost or damaged to the point where you can't really show them, right? That one that doesn't have audio, you could probably put subtitles to it or dub it, right? These are all dubbed as well, all right? So they have subtitles, but they're all dubbed in like 4 or 5 different languages. They're dubbed in French, they're dubbed in Italian, they're dubbed in Portuguese, they're dubbed in, I wrote it down, German and Spanish as well. So this is probably going out to like the world market, right? It's too bad they just don't protect it when they send it. Amazon, such jerks. See, just as an aside, this is the reason why people really enjoy going to brick and mortar stores when they're they're spending time with their hobby, right? Same thing with sports cards. You want to actually go to the store and look at the sports card to see what type of condition it's in. Now, the slabbing of sports cards has kind of helped that. Because the slab will have what condition it's in, and it'll be inside a plastic case, right? So that's kind of helped, where you don't have to be, in front of the card to look at the card before you buy it to make sure you don't get ripped off or whatever, right? That's another thing with movies is you prefer to go to Walmart or go to the movie and pick up the movie directly because you have the condition of it right in your hand. You can look at it, right? So if I was at the store and I saw this, all right, now it was covered in plastic, so you wouldn't have known whether it was damaged or not, because on the outside it's not really damaged. I mean, it looks like it does have damage right there. So so I would just return it to the store, right? So now I'm gonna have to go through a whole bunch of rigmarole and repackage this and send it back to get another one, right? So that's kind of disappointing, but this kind of stuff happens all the time, all right? I mean, if you're getting an individual movie, a lot of times you luck out and nothing happens with the delivery, right? So but with box sets and things like that, every time I order box sets, you know what I mean, it's like, half the time they're damaged, right? So but I really wanted this collection, so even if it's damaged, I would still, if they can't replace it, I would still keep it, and I would just, spend some more money getting some empty 4K and Blu-ray cases. Well, I have the Blu-ray cases, I don't have the 4K cases. Get some 4K cases and put them in, re-put them in, right? So, so this has, like I said, it has 20 of his films, basically, pretty much most of the stuff that survived, and all of his really good stuff is all here. So it's worth, if you can get it to your house without it getting damaged, it's really worth even the price. Like I said, after tax, I paid about $190 for this Canadian. So it means I paid about $10 a movie, right? So that's not too bad, since 9 of them are 4K, right? So they have a Blu-ray and a 4K. So what else about it? All right. So the documentary, it's called Frank Capra, Mr. America, and it actually has its own. It's on Blu-ray. It's not on 4K. If I can get it out. The only problem with this stuff is sometimes it's difficult to get out. So it has its own disc and it has its own case. All right. It's the documentary on Frank Capra. It's supposed to be extremely good. So maybe I would suggest maybe to you as well, is I'm going to watch this first and then watch all the other movies, right? just get an overview of Capra, right? Um, so let's see which ones are on 4K and which ones are on Blu-ray. All right. Okay. So we'll separate them. We'll take them out and we'll separate them, and we'll go through them. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Supposed to be 9. There's the 9th. All right. So okay. So the nine films that are on 4K and Blu-ray, it looks like, all right, is dirigible, all right. So inside it has both the 4K and the Blu-ray. So that's kind of cool. So dirigible, the younger generation, all right. So the younger generation. All right. Submarine. Platinum Blonde. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. You Can't Take It With You. Hear that? Looks like some of the discs in transportation. Okay, so this one is actually the actual clamshell center. It's damaged to this one. You Can't Take It With You. So it has both the Blu-ray and the DVD. Blu-ray and 4K. Lost Horizon. Again, a loose disc. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. Again, a loose disc. Good thing about Blu-rays and 4Ks though is it's hard to scratch them, unlike DVDs. DVDs get scratched so easily, but Blu-rays and 4Ks, it's more difficult to scratch them. And it happened one night. All right. So those are the films that are on 4K. Films that are on Blu-ray, it looks like we got Flight and Ladies of Leisure. All right. And these ones just have one disc in them. All right. I think the total is 27 discs altogether. Rain or Shine. And basically the disc looked like the same as the poster on the front of the Blu-ray. It looks like, yeah. That Certain Thing. The Way of the Strong. So This Is Love. Loose disc. Forbidden and Lady for a Day. So this has 2 discs on it. 2 movies on 1 disc. And this one has 2 movies. American Madness and The Bitter Tea of General Yen. All right. So there you go. So those are all the films. Like I said, it's too bad it's damaged. I'm going to see what I can get from Amazon because of the damage. You know, I'm pulling pieces out. Yeah, it's an okay box. It's not undamageable. Let's put it that undamageable. But It's too bad the cases are damaged. It looks like all the discs are fine, but the cases, we'll put it all back in here. That'll be good amount of films to watch. So now we got that. All right, so that is the Frank Capra at Columbia Studios collection of 20 films. So what do you think? Like I said, if you order it, there's probably going to be some damage to it, because I don't know why they don't really protect expensive things, because, you know, if you damage them, you're going to return them, right? So I'll see what happens with Amazon when it comes to the damage to the cases. I don't know. It may not be. If I have to go through all that, I don't know. I have to think about it. Maybe I'll just find some Blu-ray cases and replace them, and the 4K cases and replace them. So, but it means I'll have to purchase some more. Maybe I'll just have them see what they can do. All right, so I'm still happy with the purchase, even though there's a bit of damage to it. What if you order it? Leave in the comments. Did you get damaged merchandise? Most of this stuff, is it damaged when it arrives at your house, or is it in good shape? Right. The reviews that I read on Amazon, it's all positive. Basically, it's all, there's a couple of not so good reviews, but mostly everybody's happy with it. So, and so am I. So, I think it'll look good on the shelf. It'll have to have its own place, because it won't fit on a regular shelf, because it's meant for display, because it leans backwards, right? The box set leans backwards, right? So, all right, so that's it. If you like the video, leave me a thumbs up. If you care to subscribe, I would appreciate it. And you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.